What's up everybody, Iojiki here, and welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I have a few disclaimers as we start this game. One, I know nothing about this game. I have absolutely no idea about this game. I saw it on Steam, and it was free. It's a free game on Steam, so if you want to go pick it up right now and play it before I play it, feel free to. But it's free on Steam. And the user reviews are insane. They're crazy amount of high on this game, which is crazy because normally I see these kind of like cutesy anime dating simulation type games. They don't have like the highest reviews, but this one is super high. And there were two things that really stood out to me. One was the high ratings for the free game and for this type of game. And secondly, and the most concerning part is that I saw a bunch of tags for this game, so Steam has to put up tags, and one of the tags for this game was psychological horror. And I was like, psychological horror? Now, if you guys have been around my channel long enough, you know that I do not like horror games at all. I have no idea how this could be a horror game, to be honest. It's like so poppy and cute, but I don't know, maybe that's just my ignorance talking here. I have no idea. The other things are, most people in the comments for Steam have said, do not read anything about this game, so I haven't read anything about this game. Much like Undertale, I'm going into it kind of blind when I did Undertale. And the next thing is that when I started this game up, before I came to this cutesy screen, there were like 3 pages of warnings that this game is not suitable for children and people who are easily disturbed. There was a warning about if you have depression or if you suffer from anxiety, do not play this game because it can trigger stuff. I have no idea what to expect from this, so we're gonna go into it, and without further ado, let's play some Doki Doki Literature Club. Let's start with new game. I went into the settings, made this full screen and stuff for me. Please enter your name. Should we go with let's just do Troy here. This is gonna probably be the worst decision I ever made in my life, but we'll do that. Now, I don't actually know if my camera is good, but hey, okay. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. All right, it's gonna be one of these games. I haven't played this type of game in a long time, these type of point and click whatever type games. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I get tired of waking up. She's gonna chase me after me like this. I almost feel better about running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Haha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You sound like you were thinking about ignoring me. Yeah, this is gonna be one of them cutesy animes. That's me, Troy. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have to be you don't have it in you to be mean to me if you didn't want to. Whatever you say. That's weird to have my name there. Like, maybe I should have like put something else here. I guess it's not gonna let me change my name. Okay. I guess we'll just... That's weird. That's kind of a weird thing where it chooses your name at the very beginning and then you don't have an option later. I kind of skipped past a couple of things. Sorry. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students. So we're going to school. By the way, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. This is super big in Japan, like joining these clubs. I'm sure it's possible that I did, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's weird that I can't change like it. Oh well. But I'm perfectly content with just getting by on average while spending my free time, okay? So she's worried that we need to socialize. I'm probably not gonna read everything, otherwise my throat's gonna be... This is why I don't play this game these type of games. And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. in a few years. So a NEET, for those who don't know what a NEET is, it's like a derogatory term for somebody who has no education or extracurricular activities. I think there's something that it does that. You trust me? Okay. All right. I'll look for a few clubs that makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Hooray! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, but as we know in animes, this is always not the case. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sounds like me. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Of course she is. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just cunning as to have planned all this out. I'll let her alongside. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yeah, let's go! To the literature club. Thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, but generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori is full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here! I told you don't call me the new member. I'm kind of covering her face here, but there's really not going to be a good place for me to, like, I don't know. There's not going to be a good place for me, is there? Okay. I glance around the room. Girl 1, welcome to the Literature Club. It is a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Oh, they're heading out with anime tropes already. Ah, Troy, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. This is your tsundere type. Sorry. Girl 1, Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori, okay? Can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like, so she's smart and shy. That's like a general trope. Yuri appears comparably more mature and timid. Seems to have a hard time keeping with people. Okay, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you, Gintre. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. She's the general, she's probably the president of the club because she's got that kind of attitude. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so generally feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Troy. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Alright, the girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one more space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we're used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Damn, now I want a cupcake. Why are you talking to me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, this sounds very tsundere. Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Helps me enjoy a cupcake, that's for sure. I could guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant, yeah, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be passive for me, but at least I enjoy tea. That's true, I do enjoy a cup of tea. I'm glad. She faintly smiles to herself. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, she is president, I called it. It is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow in this club before we graduate, right everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. Let's try. What things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, this really sounds like me. Sorry, I don't have a good way of answering. Manga? I had quietly myself half joking. Natsuki said suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. That can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. That's a lie. I have not read a horror. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story really makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. How was that? Well, Natsuki's eyes darted over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? There's a piece of scrap paper behind the club last meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back. Fine, fine. Ah, your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Ah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Hey, what's up, Mage Archer? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Of course she does. Of course she does. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example of Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Huh. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Question mark? Asking Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all to get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that alright? Yeah. Alright, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and everyone's upset with me. No! All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes, but I'm sorry, I thought, huh. You all, I'm defenseless. How am I supposed to make a clear decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Yeah! She wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Troy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the star class Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. If this game is meant, like, the anxiety warnings are writing poems, then I think I'm okay. And Troy, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? Sure, yeah. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortunes will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I have to go write a poem. Oh wow, okay. It's time to write a poem. Pick the words you think. This is a different music. Pick the words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever. Okay. Can you not pick like the club president as a club member? All right, so favorite club member so far has got to be between our childhood friend and Natsuki. So we're gonna go for like positive words, I think. This is like a weird words here. And they're all like really weird font when you hear. I'm gonna go together. Nice. And we'll do. What happened? Oh, I right clicked and everything disappeared. That was weird. We'll do warm. And then we will do cute. It's cute for her. Okay. And then we'll do. You guys can't see this. It's kind of covering their faces a little bit. Let's do vitality. Oh, that's her. Okay, that's weird. Fun. Nice. Kawaii is probably her. Like everything cute is probably Natsuki. Everything like positive is probably her. So jump. Oh, that's her. Okay. Love. Nice. Embrace. What? Suicide. Contamination. Disown. There's some really weird words in these like poems. Embrace. There's some really weird words here. It's kind of giving me a weird feeling. Bliss. Smile. Disaster. That's right. Sparkle. Cheer. Anime. That's probably for her. Wonderful. Games, heartbeat, massacre. Death. This is weird. Laugh. Okay. Covet, passion, horror, charm, bed, unstable, ambient, grief, kitty, rainbow. What the heck? I like kitties. That goes to her, I guess. That's cute. Candy, frighting, peace, pain, heart, giggle. Giggle? That's giggle for her. Friends, clumsy, nibble, judgment, unrestrained, awesome, romance, twirl, joy, kiss. Joy. Broken, sensation, extraordinary, extreme, clouds, hopes, swimsuit, spinning, parfait, and scars. That's some weird words that are mixed in here. Let's do hope. Desire, portrait, pure, graveyard, flying, pink, color, loud, party, dance. Let's do pure. Oh, I guess that's her, I guess. Childhood, shiny, disoriented, destiny, vivid, philosophy, nightgown, shopping, depression, sing. Childhood. All right. So we sided with our like class friend most of the time here. Hi again, Troy. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Haha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, it's like he deserves any slack. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated. So, okay, so if I right click here, then it gets rid of everything. Interesting. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Troy always gives his best so long as he's having fun. That's pretty much like me, to be honest. He helps me with busy work without even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is messy. So messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Troy can become good friends too. Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems to be oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. It means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. That'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. What? He reaches in her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked a book that she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. What book is it? Look forward to hearing what you think. Not everyone's settled in. I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the meeting, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself? Like, I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I'd probably fall asleep right now. I'll close my eyes and end up listening to Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna see seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festivals are a chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds so dense and intellectual. But it's really not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. It doesn't solve the problem though. Yeah, what do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how people will show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Okay. What's this? Sarah's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this. That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki made the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Alright, cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. It kind of bugs me a little bit that my face kind of cuts off this little section here. Sorry guys, but all the dialogue is there. I haven't skipped any dialogue, so that's good. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind into things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh my gosh, she's really close. Yo, you're really close to me, lady. Oh my gosh. Oh, my eyes find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does the school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Oh, you're in a club. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. Can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Huh? Sayori glances at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's toothpaste stain on your collar here. Try to wipe the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I don't really care about that. Meanie. You didn't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Nah? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Want to see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Whoa, what is this? This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how it'd be weird how a friend does these things, does these kind of things. Huh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it being stupid, or about it stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Makes my boobs got bigger again. They went there. Don't say that out loud. Anyway. You look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anybody else would, so that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Never. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out, "Why don't we share the poems?" I was wondering when we were gonna do the poems. I can't read or wait to read yours. Well, it's all about you. That fails to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write the poem last night? Yes, I did. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. When not everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaves torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh, geez. So, I wrote the poem with Sayori in mind. Natsuki's a little bit in there as well. I feel like I should share it probably with Sayori first and then go through everything. It doesn't make sense to share it with Yuri or Monica first. Though Monica is like the literature person, so maybe. Nah, we'll go with Sayori first. Definitely most comfortable sharing with her. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Troy. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Aha, jeez. Not sure if Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than that. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Oh, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a true poem. That makes it feel a little extra special, like I can feel your feelings in it. Okay? You're so weird. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean it'll break my promise. See? So like I said before, deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason why I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. I gotta make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Okay, we'll see about that. Oh, here's a poem. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Nice. Click outside the poem area to continue. Okay. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. Forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. I wanted to know what my poem ended up being. Oh yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? Sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. Get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Oh, I look forward to it. Now I get it. Okay, now I'm gonna show it to Monica for our next... I feel like Natsuki's the person who's gonna appreciate it the least. So let's go. Hi, having a good time? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much just better going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I'll have to. Don't worry, Troy. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Oh, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but there may also be some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So it's the kind of vibe I get from reading your poem. You sure not reading it into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knows that someone so happy could enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write, okay? It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. It's like the really awkward laughter. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound perfectly confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Guys, I just got a really like weird shiver feel from this. It was really kind of creepy. So what do you think? It's very freeform if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Let's go to Yuri next, I guess. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. Forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Just making sure. I guess that might after reading it though. So it is that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. I should have got some water for this game. My voice, wow. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you a bit of time, but it all comes down to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Not like that. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathed, calms, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. Huh. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. It was kind of difficult to read, but I don't think it was like bad handwriting. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. I just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. I guess we have to show Natsuki. Hey, Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. The music is like slightly like different. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Okay. I like it. Yeah. Told you they weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for the people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you doing you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is, a thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess some more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take it away from her. Fair enough. Phew. That's a lot of reading. I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with say something nice, blah, blah. Say something nice to say. Jeez. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Troy did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some of my suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Troy liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Huh? You just get all a little kooky. It's not what I... Your stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Troy appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how did you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Troy started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Troy, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She'd get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out of the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain, Sir Troy. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right? Are they gonna make me choose something? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. No! This is a decision. Natsuki, Yuri, or help me, Sayori. I think help me, Sayori is the option I go here. I think if I was in this situation, I'd be like, I'm not really, like, you guys shouldn't put me into this situation. I don't think that there's the wrong answer for them, so I'm gonna go help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori? Huh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making a friend feel like this? Troy. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. Yeah, I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you just listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. Absolutely. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always are. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see herself get hurt. It makes two of us. You can count on me. Monika smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How'd you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Troy, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do at least a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Absolutely. Sayori beams at me. Surely it's been a while since Sayori and I have spent so much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Troy, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone else what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, let's just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Wow. All right, so we're back on to the next poem time. So we learned a little bit more about what people like. So it seems that Yuri does a little bit kind of like mysterious. Monica is very... I got a really creepy vibe from her poem. Natsuki's is very cutesy and very straight to the point. And Sayori's is very up a beat and like it's like about food and like she doesn't care. So I think I'm still gonna go with Sayori. And we'll go from there. Though it's all of these things still weird me out. But let's go with friends here. Nice. Sweet, melancholy, variance, sparkle, eternity, peaceful, massacre. There's that massacre word again. So these are some of the similar words, but we're remembering. Did we do sweet? Yeah. Okay. Rose, summer, incapable, shining, outgoing, aura, twirl, broken, empty, flower. Somebody had flower in their poem. Let's do shiny? Oh, that's her. Dang, I should have gone with summer. Death, lust, sensation, despise, clumsy, determination, breathe, disaster, forgive, unrequited. Let's do clumsy. Nice. Climax, flying, ring cloud, atone, or sorry, not atone, alone, nature, depression, party, wonderful, kiss and bliss. Let's do kiss. It's Natsuki, okay. Mouse disown, crimson vertigo, lollipop nibble, excitement, special, tenacious treasure. Excitement? Yeah. Family, daydream, together, hurt, doki doki. Comfort, atone, fluffy, suicide. That's just suicide word again. That's really weird. Together? Yeah. Covet, giggle, or fickle, giggle, whirlwind, silly, existence, awesome, clouds, misery, insight. Let's do silly. Extreme, cage, jumpy, dandy, uncanny, papa. It's a little weird. Whisper, color, hopeless, graveyard. I think jumpy was Natsuki last time. Let's do color. Nice. Laugh, infallible, effulgent, unrestrained, bubbles, ribbon, charm, meager, frightening, infinite. Laugh. Nice. Vibrant, extraordinary, unstable, cheeks, amazing hair, sing, kitty, fester, tragedy. I'm gonna go with hair. Okay, it was her, dang it. Melody, Valentine, agonizing, anger, disoriented, adventure, jump, question, sunny, prayer. Sunny? Hope, cry, pain, dark, sadness, entropy, ocean, joy, vivid, love. Hope. Nice. Contamination, loud, fireflies, shopping, lucky play, kawaii, warm, after image, starscape. Let's do play. Playground, dazzle, pleasure, milk, passion, music, holiday, anxiety, fireworks, dance. Playground? Dang, it's her. Okay. Yo, my man, how'd you hear about this game? So, I saw this game on Steam. It was it's free and had a lot of really good reviews, but the two things that really intrigued me for this game were the fact that there was a tag for it that said psychological horror, and I had no idea why, and I still have no idea why. But it got positive reviews, but all the reviews have been like, don't look anything into this game. I have never played a game like this for a while. Like, I haven't played a kind of like a dating simulation visual novel for a while, so I was like, maybe I'll give it a shot on the channel, maybe. I'm also not very good with horror at all, so if it is actually scary at all, people have been really asking me to play scary games, so we'll see. But I hope it stays more like this and not scary at all. We'll see though, because I know nothing about this game. How far in am I? So we just did, let's see, we just did the second classroom thing. So I met everybody, then we did one poem, then we went back and read our poems, and now I'm on the second poem. So if that makes sense to you guys about how far I am into the game, then there you go. But we're on the second poem, so. Anime chicks are horrifying. Yeah, they can be. But I like how I like how they're sticking with the tropes. Like they're giving everybody a clear cliche for the game, which makes it really easy to identify who they are supposed to be in like an anime world. So we'll go there. All right, thank you guys, appreciate it. All right, let's get back to the poem here. So to catch everyone up, I'm kind of trying to go for Sayori. I like Sayori's positivity the best. It is most in line with me personally. So we're trying to pick words for her. But I keep getting Natsuki in there a little bit because it's kind of hard to choose between like the cute answers and then like the happy answers, you know what I mean? So yeah, I like the Sayori girl next door kind of attitude here. Let's go with cheer. Yeah, there we go. I will say though that a lot of these words are very kind of worrying me. Like horrors here. There was suicide in one of the previous pages. Marshmallow seems pretty good. Happiness. Let's go with happiness, I think. Most people seem to go for Yuri. Interesting. Yeah, I can see why people like Yuri as a character. She's got that kind of like quiet but could be like interesting kind of character. It's not my cup of tea though. I'm a very positive person, so I always go with the positivity if I can. Yuri is my senpai. Okay, philosophy, bouncy, romance, journey, dream, spinning, bunny, smile, poof, ambient. I feel like let's go with bouncy. Dang it. All right. Well, we've got most of Sayori on this. Flee, analysis, calm, lipstick, skirt, games, inferno, vacation, pink, embrace. Embrace? Yeah. Intellectual, captive, heartbeat, heaven sent, essence, swimsuit, electricity, memories, landscape, or desire. Let's go with heartbeat. Dang. Okay, well, we got most of Sayori on here. I think we had a few of Natsuki in that poem. We didn't hit Yuri at all, so that's good. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting already. We've gotten a little bit more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Troy. Yo, Sayori.